Should be back. While I'm at it, save video. Saving the previous stream while I'm at it. What time is it? It's the 20th, right? Yes. I did not intend that to happen. So yeah, I'm back. Where was my opinion? Okay. We were at 80, which was fine. And then I messed up. I hate it when that happens. Okay, we got Ike and Iri done. And next up, we're starting with the Yami, which are due next year, so that's not too soon. I should have done that before. How far along is the download? Okay, at least it's downloading. You can be deleted. So, and the Yami are guys, all guys. So, might be even more boring. But if you wanted to do have guy characters, this was the time, or is the time. And we're starting with my favorite boy. And as you can see, I already left a note for myself. Needs to be shorter. And before I start, I need to make sure my stream is downloaded. And luckily, these streams are only filler streams. Okay. Okay, all the notifications are off now. Add to block list. Not gonna help too much, but you know, better than nothing. Okay. And this also means that some of the characters will get their colors decided. Because not all characters had their colors decided. I'm not going to paint this little scar. That's something you can paint using paint. Got a big bit head, so let's make it a bit smaller. As far as I remember at this moment, he's one of my two bold characters in the Forever Young series. You also have one in the Penny series. And you can technically see Alex from the Penny series as Crescent Cleft from Moon Children. You're not going to see all the fingers when 3D printing, so I'm just gonna make 3. Also not drawing his necklace, which is hidden underneath his shirt anyway. Also been asked again for my for the museum in Leiden if I want to teach again for an international school. So it will be in English. So I need to practice my English. People, speak to me. Say things to me. Make me feel important. That was a joke. Right, I still need to. Did I forget? Forget again. I forgot press record. Gee, it's going great today. Well, I can download them from Twitch and then create speed streams out of that. And again, it's not that interesting. Plus, I can download them from YouTube, by the way. Maybe that's better quality. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Anyway, gonna download it. And maybe one day I'll also make 3D printables out of Mooney and Clefty, but not right now. They're not on the list. I did not include characters, well, many characters that are not in published stories. For Of course, the chieftesses I did pick, but they've been with me for a while. They deserve that spot. But Moon Children hasn't been written yet. So maybe Moon Children can get their 3D printables when the book has been written. Little promo thing. Save as. So please, we've just done that. I want it on the side. Fingers fine. Ironically, the eye's still at the same level. I don't get it why, but fine. Okay. Now let me check before I make another mistake. My little grumpy boy. No fixing needed. Oh, how about I add the line... completely missed the line. So I hope with book 7 also to, well, a little bit after that. Not at the same time, but a little bit late, The Art of Forever Young. Yep, still fine. Leaning against something. I know you can't really show because I can't deal with it. There we go. He's leaning against something. And yes, I still need to make many coins. But yeah, that's pretty much just spray them gold, slap up a little bit of paint, and done. I make it sound a lot easier than it is, but let's see, and that is voice. Voice was one of the first Yami to actually get looks. Still have to figure out how this is going to work out. Is it going to be an open spot or not? We're gonna find out. Didn't really have colors for voice just yet. Maybe he's going to be ochre haired. I mean, Sis is bold. but I think technically brunette or brown haired. I think Marine and Dan are both going to be black haired. Okay, now I'm gonna need my guide. Where's my guide? Okay, that's a bit too much. Follow the lines. Delete the ruler. Technically, the blades need to have decoration, but that's kind of tricky to do on such small scale. I'm gonna see if it keeps it open or not. What I like about Voice is that he's their storyteller, so he knows everything about everyone. It's his job to know everything about everyone. And he has night blindness. Really curious how it's gonna deal with that. And having night blindness is of course annoying, but if your other main job is being a hunter, it means nighttime hunts are not really successful. Yeah, I'm just gonna fill that piece because it's not gonna print anyway. Might as well make it solid. I'm not sure what's gonna do with this one. Wrong layer! Let's see if you can keep this open. Or that you're going to fill it automatically. I'm probably gonna hate this character painting wise. Looks like a girl this way. Which is fine. Gives people another design option. Are they boys? Are they girls? Nobody knows. Okay, let's see what the software is going to make of this. Will this be printable or not? There are a few characters I want to redo anyway. For example, Naraku I want to redo. I want to repaint Rain because the resin kind of ruined it. A couple of other characters with the old 3D printer that I want to redo. Okay, fingers, okay, eyes, okay. Keeping this open, keeping that open. Interesting, interesting. Gonna need to fix that. But otherwise, it looks good. Wow, impressive. There's no need to make a very long pointy needle on top of this. Especially not because of this. And yes, there are two different blades, but I can say it's canon, because it is canon, that Yami often have two different knives. They usually have one inherited, sometimes two inherited, and sometimes one made especially for them. Knives are very important to the Yami. Their heirlooms, their identity. Looking good. And then we have the final one for today. Saffron and mink. I plan to do 6 today, so Sisse is their leader. Let's see, a bit smaller. Voice is their historian slash storyteller. All are hunters, by the way. I can't recall if Saffron has... What's it called again? Does he have a ring through his eyebrow, or is it a scar? It's a ring through his eyebrow. Okie dokie. Saffron is... wait, I already saved it. Is their resident alchemist, beginner. And he loves making potions that blow things up. He just started out, so there's plenty he needs to learn. Needs to be thicker. Needs to be thicker. The thing with Yami is that when they get born, they all get the same name for the first year. And that name is Erio for a guy and Iriomi for a girl. What was that line? Nothing important. After a year, their parents choose a tribe name. And that is a common word. So, for example, saffron, like the herb, the saffron. And when they get old enough or do something amazing, they get the right to change their names. Some never change their names because it's a gift from their parents. So to them, it's important that it remains. Sometimes they change their names. For example, Sisse changed his name. He did not like his child name. And Saffron kept his child name. Voice changed his name. And the other one which we will be doing is Mink. Mink kept his child name. The only exception is royalty within their tribe. They get their final name from birth, meaning they don't get to choose their names. Because, they're royal. Royalty doesn't have to choose it. Like Karon, Kairan. And the reason why Sisse, despite being the leader, had a child's name is something you'll have to find out by reading the story. And you could call the Yami the ninja tribe of Seiken. They're quick. They're deadly. But they're not invincible. Spoiler, spoiler, spoiler. Okay, is his foot a bit long? Feels long. Another thing the Yami all have in common is that they wear a little ponytail somewhere. And with Saffron, you can't really see it where it's supposed to be with him, but let's see. It's just in the back. With him, it's just in the back. With Voice, it was on the side. Mink is also the back. Kairan is the back. Karan is the side. Sisse is bald. So he doesn't wear the traditional Yami ponytail, but he does wear a lock of hair as a necklace. But, is it his own hair? That's his best kept secret. I think it's the hair of his mother. Okay, why is this looking so weird? Okay, let's see. I don't think that's gonna kept open. We're gonna see what's gonna do with it. I don't have that much control. I have quite some control. But not total control. I think I need to add a little bit of Saffron's eyebrow. That looks a lot better. And Yami also have a very macho culture. They all are very overconfident. But that has to do with the fact that, well, technically, they're a dying tribe. They only have men, which means the tribe cannot grow. And well, if you know that, that kind of does something to you. Takes long. There we go. Complaining helps. Let's see. Fingers, fine. This piece is open and this piece is open, which is not supposed to be. But the eyes are on a different layer, which means I can also change the mouth. And this one is closed, but that was to be expected. And this is closed. That was also to be expected. So this needs to be changed. I haven't figured out yet why it sometimes does that. Okay, short-term memory. There was this piece between the two pieces of hair. Sometimes it helps. Maybe it helps if I just close the gap. Maybe that's gonna help. And sometimes this will already help. So let's see what it does. Mouth closed. This piece is closed. Yes, you have a lot of lines here, but when you print this all merges together. And even if there is a tiny gap, paint will fill that. So that's saffron done. Then the final one. Let's see. First we're gonna save it. And then we're going to create the last one. The last one we're going to do is mink. Mink is, yeah, well, the male seamstress, seamer, not sure. Anyway, he takes care of the clothes of all the dudes. He kept his child name. And he too has a little ponytail in the back. Mink knows everything about the guys. He knows their sizes. That's actually all he knows. He knows all their sizes. He just can't seem to remember that one of them should be... what was it again? Allergic to strawberries? Well, probably wasn't important anyway. So yeah, he probably almost murdered one of his friends multiple times. He just can't seem to remember that. But ask him what size someone is and he knows it by heart. No need to measure something. He has multiple scars, which I will not be drawing. That's going to be paint-wise. Wait, that's wrong. It's just a single line and this needs to be a thick line. Not sure about his hair color yet. I always envisioned them as either blonde or gray or dark brown, black. Let's see if it can do all this. I think this is one of the few, by the way, who has a back pose. I think Kasumi is the other one. There's a child outside screaming as if he's going to be sacrificed to the cotton candy gods. Poor parents. And I had so much fun writing about the Yami during eternity that they get a sequel all to themselves. Never intended to, but they're just so awesome to write about. They're just like a bunch of chaotic brothers. Let's call it like that. They tease each other, but touch one of them and you get all of them after you. Seriously, that child sounds like the world is ending. I think I hear something like mama, but I'm not sure. It's just one continuous scream. Sometimes I just want to go to these kids and like, come on, stop it. You're not gonna get your way. It's not the end of the world, whatever it is. Had one of those kids during shopping today. Kid wanted to show something to grandpa. Grandpa was like, yeah, we're not gonna buy it. And then was grandmother and mother, oh, he shouldn't have been so harsh. And you know what? We're going to put it on your wish list for Santa Claus. And then then you can ask it, but I just wanted to show it to grandpa. And then grandpa was like, yeah, I know how that goes. You just want to show it. And then it's like, oh, can we buy it? And please, please, please. No, we're not going to buy it. So yeah, grandpa was quite strict, but at least you know where you're at. That child is not gonna have a voice tomorrow. And if it does, wow, impressive. Okay, I do need to make that line over here. Wow, silent. Alphabet, alphabet. How do you work? Okay. Oh, wait. Great. One eye is lower than the other. Let's see if I can fix that. But otherwise, no issues. Wait. No, wait. I'm mistaken. Am I mistaken? Yes, I am mistaken. It is the same layer, but the other eyebrow is not visible as an eyebrow. Let's see if I can give it a little bit more space. Can be a bit lower as well. That was not what I was looking for. I'm looking for mink. Now we have two eyebrows. And where are Mink's knives? Well, I didn't want to draw knives with everyone. Okay, now I need to change that name. Okay. So that was it. Been streaming more than an hour, but the first 20 minutes or so got lost. Next week is normal penny time. I think anyway. Which would also be the audio novel. Maybe next Saturday. That's impossible, and Sunday's impossible. But soon we'll have Marine, Young, ID, Kyle, Hale, Karom, Navy, Dan, Raven and Ring, Ren and Shay. And then we go pretty much to whatever I want to draw then. Gray. Yeah, we're getting there. But for now, this is enough for today. Thank you for keeping me company. Bye bye.